Hey everyone, it's me Mary, and I'm going to be showing you how to make the Red Lobster Cheddar Bay Biscuits. This is going to be a dupe, and they taste pretty good. So these are all the ingredients you're going to need. You're going to need some flour, baking powder, sugar, butter, garlic powder, salt, parsley, milk, and cheddar cheese. I'm using mild cheddar because that's what it calls for, and I already made some for Thanksgiving, so this bag was basically, I'm just using half the bag because that's what it called for. And then I have some Pam cooking oil, or Pam spray cooking oil, coconut oil, for the pan that I'm going to be cooking them on, because it calls for parchment paper, but the parchment paper only goes up to so high of a temperature in the oven, which is 425, I believe, and you need a 450-degree oven. So yeah, I don't want it to burn, but these are the ingredients you're going to need again. And yeah, I'll show you the next steps in a second. Okay, so I have my bowl already done, and in here I have my 2 cups of flour, my tablespoon of baking powder, my tablespoon of sugar, and my tablespoon of garlic powder. Now, I did add 1.5 tablespoons of garlic because I love garlic, so if you like more or less garlic, just add whatever you kind of want. And then I added half a teaspoon of salt. Sorry, guys. So yeah, just gonna mix this together, and it says whisk, but I'm just gonna mix it together until it's incorporated. Doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be mixed together, so yeah. You can use a sift as well if you want, just to make sure everything is incorporated perfectly, because yeah, a sift would work for this as well, but yeah, I don't really have one, so at least a large enough one for all of this. So yeah, basically, oops, and some just flew out, oh well. I'm looking at the camera, and I'm using my iPhone. I'm looking at the phone, and I'm looking at the actual, like, bowl. So if I go off screen like that, it's because I'm looking at the bowl. But yeah, so that's it for this step. Alright, so the next step you're going to do is you're going to add in your melted butter. This is 1 stick or a half a cup of butter. Healthiness right there. Ooh, it's so bad for you. That's why it's so good. And then you're going to take your cup of whole milk, or, you know, you can probably use less milk if you want. So add those in, and then we're going to mix this until it's just kind of incorporated together. You don't want to overmix this. Yeah, I'll just show you kind of, I'm doing this one-handed as well, so, yeah. A whisk would be perfect. I don't want to use my blender for this, just because you don't want to overmix it, but you're just going to incorporate it together, and, yeah, I will show you what it looks like. Sorry, guys. I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Okay, so this is what it's supposed to look like when it's mixed together. You can see it's all wet, but it's not overmixed. Then you're going to take your cheese. This is 8 ounces. Oh my god, my hand. Sorry, guys. This is 8 ounces of cheese. I'm just adding the whole bag, because roughly, and you're just going to mix this together until it's incorporated in. And I'll show you what that looks like when it's done in a second. Okay, so this is what it looks like. So now you're going to take your mixture and you're going to drop it onto your pan. You can use parchment paper because the oven is 450 degrees. I used some of the cooking spray and just added a layer of that to it. So because I need 2 hands for this, I will stop the video here and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. You can honestly add whatever size you want, but I'll show you roughly what mine is in a second. Okay, so I have 15 biscuits. I like them slightly bigger, so this is what they look like. And my oven is already preheated, so I'm going to cook these for about 12 minutes or so. You can do them 10 to 12 minutes. I think the other time I cooked them for about 13, 14 minutes, and they were fine. So yeah, this is what they look like before being cooked. And I'm trying to get it because I'm in the way of the light. But that's what they look like up close. And yeah, this recipe doesn't call for Biscuit, which a lot of them do. This is flour and everything. So yeah, I'll put them into the oven, cook them for about 12 minutes or so, and then I will show you what they look like when they're done. And in the meantime, we'll make the next step of the recipe. Okay guys, so it's been about 13 minutes and the biscuits are done. Let me turn off the oven really quick. There we go. And this is what they look like finished. So some of them have a little bit of brown on them, but that's fine. Now in a mug, this is the mixture here. I took a 1/4 cup of butter. I believe it's a 1/4 cup. Yeah, 1/4 cup of butter. Microwaved it for just under a minute. And then I added in there, which is this right here, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt and 1/2 teaspoon of dried parsley. I also added a little bit of garlic powder because I love garlic. So all you're going to do with this mixture is, I've got a pastry brush here, mix it together, try to get down to the bottom where the parsley is, and then you're just going to brush it on to all of the biscuits. Try to get all of them. And yeah, that's basically the gist of how you make these. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to do the rest. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll include a picture of what these look like completely done. But yeah, if you have any questions or comments, leave them below. The recipe will be listed below. And yeah, they're delicious, awesome, tasty. You got to try them. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Have an awesome one, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, everyone.